Well, hi everybody. Well, today's Sunday, and Sunday was always Grandma Bessie's day for sort of having the family over every Sunday, folks. And I'm not kidding you. She made sure she made a fantastic spaghetti and meatball dinner. But you know, the funny part of it was she was Russian. Did you know she was Russian, and yet she learned to cook Italian? So I'm guessing, folks, that her mother-in-law must have taught her Italian. That's all I can think of, folks. Now, what we're gonna do now is I gotta get my eggs. I'm not with it today. It's so hot outside, folks. It's just unbearable. Oh, I just was in this heat wave with this heat already. Go already. All right. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm going to season this food up. You need to have very seasoned meatballs or it will not come out. All right. I'm going to put some oil onto the cookie sheet that I call it, okay? Let me put oil. A lot of oil when you cook Italian style. Did you know that? Now, I'm going to add some Italian breadcrumbs in. If we need more, we need more. Yeah, we probably need a little bit more. 1 egg. Garlic powder. Now, lots of seasoning, folks, because I'm telling you, there's nothing better than seasoned Italian food. Here we go. A lot of garlic powder. Okay, I was in Italy a few weeks ago on my trip around the globe. Basil. And a little bit of oregano. Now, we're going to scrunch this together, folks. Here we go. Keep mushing everything together. This is Grandma Bessie's specialty, spaghetti meatballs. And she made it. You know it was good. Every Sunday when we went over, we used to watch the Ed Sullivan Show. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this meatball. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's the meatball. See? She had it every Sunday. It was a requirement to go over there every Sunday, folks. And I'm not kidding you. But it was worth it. It's got good family memories, you know. Here we go. My cousins were there. It was my father's mom. And, you know, every Sunday we went to Grandma Bessie's house. And I remember, she lived in an apartment in Union, New Jersey, and she lived there for many, many years, folks. Why she never owned a house, you know, I don't know. Maybe she didn't want to. Who knows? Grandma Bessie actually lived with my great-grandparents. And incidentally, her mom actually outlived Grandma Bessie. She got ill in her late 50s. I don't really want to reveal what happened, but yes, she did. But she made the best spaghetti and meatballs, and for the life of me, I don't know how she learned to cook Italian when she was Russian. Well, who knows? But it's always good to go back to the good old days, so you always have the memories of the good old days, folks. And you know, you always want to remember those days. On Sunday, I went going to Grandma Bessie's house, and she seasoned up her food fantastic. Every Sunday, I would like to make you spaghetti meatballs for that very reason alone. Here we go. I thought I heard a noise. That's just thunder. We're probably going to get a good thunderstorm. Okay. Now, next Sunday, I might make pudding cake or icebox cake, something that she used to make on Sunday night. And her pudding cake was absolutely fantastic, folks. Fantastic. Let me get rid of this. Okay. Now, the next thing I have to do is wash my hands. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get a storm. But it's always very important to keep those memories alive because, you know, memories can die out very fast. Did you know that? Now we're going to add some seasonings on top of the meatballs. And here we go. Garlic powder all over, basil, and a little bit of oregano leaves. Pop this in the oven and bake this for, I would say, a good 20 minutes. Okay, folks, we're back. I always like to cook my meatballs in the oven. Some people cook it over the stove. It all depends on the person and how they like to cook it. Now, these meatballs are pretty big. Grandma Bessie made the biggest meatballs you can imagine. Now we're putting the spaghetti sauce over the meatballs. Now, sometimes you cook it in a pot. Yes, you do. But I would not chance raw meat in anything. You know, you want to make sure the meat is really cooked. She was a devout Italian cook, I gotta tell you that. Even if she was Russian, she was really a fantastic, wonderful cook. I put a little bit of water in here, folks. You want to make sure you cover them all up with water. Okay. I'm going to try to see if I can let you see it. Not going to have to wait for the finished product. It's really hard. We don't want to lose anything. Here we go. Now, the next step is I want to put some seasonings over the meatballs. And we're going to cook in the oven for just a few more minutes. A lot of garlic powder. Lots of oregano. Sorry about that. And a little bit of basil. Yeah, I'm going to make sure every Sunday we're going to do something that I used to have at Grandma Bessie's house. Now, the next thing I'm going to add a little bit of just sugar in here. You want to have that sweet taste to it. Now we're going to put this back in the oven and we're going to cook this for about 10 more minutes. And then I'll show you the finished product.